Merry meet and welcome to Lux Dragon Queen Magic. I'm Taylor and today is our Witchy Wednesday. So for today, just following the theme of magical tools that we can use to help support our witchy intentions and our goals that we set in our life, we're just going to cover a few different types of gemstones. So I just have these nice little vials of little stones, which are perfect for if you believe in grinding in stones and making them into a powder to support anything, or if you like to do any kind of jewelry. This is something that I really like to do. You can, especially if you use like Mod Podge or any kind of glue, you can add it to any kind of project or paper that you're working on and you can even combine it with sigils and symbols to create an even more magical intention. Or you can always just carry around a little bit of the stones or the vial itself as you're working through it. And of course, you can always find much larger stones to incorporate into your practice. These are just a few examples that I had. There's definitely so much more that we can cover. Definitely let me know in the comments below if there's any other stones that you really want to learn more about their properties and how they work with magical intentions and the goals that you set in your life. But these are a great base for us. So getting right to it, we do have the very popular rose quartz at the top. And so rose quartz, and we'll cover quartz at the end actually, but they are always going to be good for more general type of work. So rose quartz is really fantastic because, especially with its pink nature and just the fact that we symbolize roses with love as well, rose quartz is going to be supportive for any intention dealing with love and relationships. But something that a lot of people don't realize is that rose quartz is most important with any self-love. So if you're working on any self-care, if you're working on any moments where you're trying to be more confident in how you treat yourself, then the rose quartz is going to be such a great stone to work with. And then right next to it, we do have tiger's eye. This is one of my personal favorites because tiger's eye, tigers are just one of my favorite animals, so that's probably why. But tiger's eye is going to be so important because it really helps support anything dealing with your own personal power. So if you're working with your third chakra or even your sixth chakra, so the intuitive powers and spiritual powers that you are working with in regards to spirit and yourself and how those meld together, this is going to be such an important stone to remind you how important you are. So those rose quartz combined with tiger's eye is always a very powerful combination as well if you were doing anything with career focus as well. So with that, tiger's eye also can support any career related goals too. Also any health goals that you're working on in regards to your own body or health, you can also use tiger's eye to give that little bit extra oomph. And really it's meant to be more of an affirmation stone to be supportive around the fact that you have got this. So that's why I really enjoy tiger's eye. And then we do next have Carnelian. And so since this is an orange stone, it is also connected to the sacral chakra or the second chakra. And so it's actually a really good stone using for anything dealing with passion, but also dealing with divine timing. So if you're trying to work more within the flow of your life, Carnelian is going to be a good stone to connect to. So anything that really you're working towards that sense of motivation, Carnelian is going to be great for giving that little extra bit of oomph. And then we do have a green aventurine. I really enjoy this because it is a good travel protection stone. So I actually have another stone that I have and carry around with me all the time to just help me get from places from point A to point B. So if you have any kind of anxiety, I think green aventurine is really great for that. It also is a really great intuitive stone. And it connects with your heart chakra as well, or the fourth chakra. And so anything where you're needing to kind of let things flow through you a little bit, let go of situations, not worry as much or fret as much, green aventurine is such a great stone to work with to give that energy over to them. And then of course, cleanse that stone further. So it's very connected to the air element as well. Then we do have fluorite. And so fluorite is a very interesting stone. I don't use this as often myself, but for me, I do believe fluorite is really great when you are working with your crown chakra. And so I know it's not purple, but it does have those kind of purple elements. And so it's a great balancing stone for all of your chakras, if I'm being honest, to blend into the crown chakra. So for me, the way I use fluorite is that it would connect with the seventh chakra. And because it has those multiple elements to it, it helps with the blending of the other energy. So if you're feeling like very scattered, I really like to use fluorite because I look at it as a very good blending energy stone. So especially if you have multiple projects that you're working on or multiple intentions that you kind of need to work together with each other, I believe fluorite is a really great stone for that. Next, we do have red jasper, and with its red color, of course, it's going to be associated with the root chakra and anything dealing with your stability and your foundations. So if there is something that you're working on, like if you have house goals, red jasper is going to be so great to connect with those kind of goals. Also a very good home protection as well. And so anything that you're trying to work on getting grounding, red jasper is going to be the stone for you. Next, we do have amethyst. So this connects to both the 6th and 7th chakra. Since it is purple, it is going to be more related to the crown, but amethyst is such a great power stone. It also is considered a quartz, so it does have that more general ability within it. And so amethyst is always going to be really good for whenever you're trying to connect to a spiritual power greater than yourself. Next, we do have lapis lazuli, and lapis lazuli is a very good emotional stone, but it also is associated with the throat chakra. So if you're working on expressing yourself more, if you're working on how you present yourself into the world, if you're trying to gain confidence in the way how you act and move within the world, so not just the way that you feel, and gain confidence in yourself as a whole, but rather that you want others to view yourself as confident, or just to understand the way that you express your emotions, lapis lazuli is a really great stone for those intentions. And then last but certainly not least, we do have rock crystal, or these are quartz as well. Quartz is going to be that general stone, just like we talked about with like white candles, that you can really just say whatever intention you want for that stone is going to really be supportive for it. Something too that I really like about quartz is the fact that it also is really good for helping plants grow. So if you are trying to get a garden off the ground, you can put some rock quartz or rock crystals within the soil around your plants, and it'll just help give those boosting energies, because that's the main thing. Rock quartz are going to be an amplifier. And so those are just a few of these examples here. Always remember that it's important to cleanse your stones. If you would like to talk more about cleansing and the different ways that you can do that depending on the different elements you want to associate, we definitely can cover that. But I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys here. Don't forget to comment below. Let me know a little bit more, maybe about how these stones resonate for you. Because always remember, it is more about that relationship with that particular stone that you gain and less about its intended purposes. So if you have always used tiger's eyes to connect to your throat chakra, then that is perfectly fine. Roar like a tiger, or chuff, I guess. But with that being said, I'll go ahead and leave you guys here. Thank you for liking and subscribing, and I will definitely see you guys next time. Blessed be.